Beautiful, spicy ladies, your 30s are this incredible, chaotic season, hustling at work, chasing goals, maybe building a family, or figuring out who you are in love. But let's be real, it's easy to let intimacy slide when your inbox is overflowing and your to-do list never ends. I've been there and I've coached many people through this exact juggle. It's not about choosing one or the other, it's about weaving them together so you thrive in both. Let's talk about communication, trust, emotional intimacy, all the good stuff that keeps love alive while you're killing it at work. Whether you're saving a marriage, boosting your confidence, or setting the stage for something new, this is for you. Oh, and stick around, I'll share my spicy lady technique to fix those moments when the balance feels off. Now let's have a heart-to-heart about thriving in your 30s. Let's start with a little truth I've learned. Your 30s are a pressure cooker. You're not just starting out anymore. There's this expectation to have it together, right? Careers ramping up, maybe you're climbing the ladder or launching something big, and then there's love, marriage, dating, whatever it is, demanding time you barely have. I remember hitting my 30s and feeling like I was failing at both. I'd come home drained, too tired to connect, and my partner felt like a stranger. It wasn't until I started coaching people like you, busy-driven folks in their 30s, that I saw the pattern. We let intimacy become the sacrifice. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be. Over the years, I've gathered lessons from my own missteps and from couples who've cracked the code on how to keep love strong while you chase your dreams. These 5 ways I'm sharing today, they're practical, they're real, and they'll help you reflect on what matters most. Let's dive in and find that balance. Way 1, schedule intentional time together. First up, schedule intentional time together. I know scheduling sounds unsexy, but hear me out. Therapists swear by this for busy couples. In your 30s, time doesn't just appear, you make it. I learned this coaching Jake and Emily. They were both in high gear, him with a startup, her in law school. They'd go days barely talking, intimacy on life support. I said, treat your relationship like a priority meeting. They started with one night a week, Wednesday, 7 p.m., no phones, just them. At first, it was coffee and silence, but soon they were laughing, planning, reconnecting. For me, it was a game changer too. I'd block off Sunday mornings, even just an hour, to sit with my partner. It's communication with purpose. Try it. Pick a time this week, 30 minutes an evening, and guard it. Ask, what's one thing we've missed doing together? It's not about quantity, it's about showing up. That's the foundation of trust and intimacy when life's a whirlwind. Way 2, communicate your needs clearly. Next, communicate your needs clearly. In your 30s, you're juggling so much, work, stress, personal goals, and if you don't speak up, resentment creeps in. I used to bottle it up thinking that they should just know. Spoiler, they don't. I coached Sarah, a marketing executive in her mid-30s who'd come home exhausted and snap at her husband. He'd retreat and their intimacy tanked. I told her, say what you need. So she tried. I'm wiped. I need 20 minutes alone. Then I'm yours. He got it, gave her space, and they'd cuddle after. Clear communication saved them. I've lived this too, saying, I'm stressed, can we talk later? Instead of shutting down. It builds trust because you're honest, not guessing games. Here's your move. Next time you're stretched thin, say, I need X right now. Can we make it work? It's simple, it's kind, and it keeps you close. Way 3, protect your energy for each other. Third, protect your energy for each other. Your 30s can drain you. Work eats your soul if you let it. Therapists say energy management is key to intimacy. I saw this with Tom and Lisa. They'd both crash after 12-hour days, no spark left. Lisa told me, I give my best to clients, not him. So we flipped it. She started a no-work zone after 8 p.m. Phone off, focus on Tom. They'd cook, chat, just be. I've done this myself. After a brutal week, I'd save a sliver of me for my partner, maybe a quiet walk. It's not selfish, it's sacred. Try it. This week, carve out 1 hour where work stops. Tell yourself, this is for us. Maybe ask, what's one thing you loved about today? It's emotional intimacy reborn from energy you didn't know you had. Way 4, build trust through small promises. Number 4, build trust through small promises. In your 30s, trust gets shaky when life's unpredictable, late nights, missed dates. Therapists say consistency and little things rebuilds it. I learned this the hard way. I'd overpromise, underdeliver, and my partner stopped counting on me. Then I coached Mike and Claire. Mike's job kept him late. Claire felt abandoned. I said, start small. He promised, I'll call if I'm delayed, and kept it. She promised, I'll text you good luck before your meetings. Tiny wins, big trust. For me, it was, I'll be home by 7, and meaning it. It's not grand, it's reliable. Here's how. Make one small promise this week. I'll make tea tonight. And follow through. It's a thread of trust that holds intimacy together when career chaos hits. Way 5. Keep the playful spark alive. Finally, keep the playful spark alive. This is where my spicy lady technique comes in. Your 30s can get so serious, but play keeps love fresh. Therapists love this too. Joy fuels connection. I've been there. Work swallowing me, forgetting to laugh. Then I'd shake it up. A flirty, let's ditch the plan and dance, or a note, catch me later. It's the spicy lady technique. Small, fun jolts to fix the disconnect. I saw it with Jen and Dan, both in their 30s. Swamped. Intimacy fading. Jen tried it. Surprise date. Meet me at 6. It was tacos and a park bench, but they flirted, they clicked. Try it. This week, do one playful thing. Tease them, plan a mini adventure. Say, let's be silly tonight. It's light, it's you, and it balances the grind with a spark that lasts. There you go. 5 ways to balance career and intimacy in your 30s. Schedule intentional time, communicate your needs, protect your energy, build trust through promises, and keep the playful spark. These aren't just tips. They're lessons from my own late nights and breakthroughs from couples like Jake, Sarah, Tom, Jen, people like you, juggling it all. This is about reflecting on your priorities. Work matters, but love does too, and growing into a life where both thrive. Whether you're saving a marriage, boosting your self-esteem, or dreaming of what's next, these steps weave it together. Picture this. Coming home tired but connected, ambitious yet adored, starts with one choice today. So, sit with this. Which of these feels like your move? How can you make space for both? Let's breathe together. Feel that calm sink in. If this resonated, hit that like button. It keeps me going. Drop a comment. Which way are you trying first? Or share your spicy moment. I read everyone and I love hearing from you. If you're new, subscribe and tap that bell. So, what is it exactly? You're in your 30s, career's demanding, maybe you're married or dating and you've hit that point where everything's predictable. Work, eat, sleep, repeat. Intimacy's fading, not because you don't care, but because life's relentless. The spicy lady technique is your way to shake that up with a small intentional jolt of fun. It's about showing up with a wink, a nudge, something that says, hey, I'm still here and I want us to feel this. It's not about big plans or hours you don't have. It's a quick, authentic move that fits your busy world and brings you back to each other. Let me take you back to my own story. In my early 30s, I was hustling, long days chasing goals, and my relationship was suffering. We'd come home, collapse, barely talk, let alone connect. One night, I was done with the blah. I grabbed a sticky note, scribbled, meet me in the kitchen at 8. Your spicy lady's got a surprise, and stuck it on his laptop. When he showed up, I had 2 mugs of hot chocolate and said, let's dance right here, right now. We shuffled around, laughing at my terrible moves, and suddenly, we weren't just roommates anymore. That's the spicy lady technique. A little mischief, a little lightness to cut through the grind. It wasn't about sex or perfection, it was about us, and it felt like a reset. I've seen it work wonders with clients too. Take Jen and Dan. They were in their mid-30s, both climbing career ladders, and intimacy was a distant memory. Jen told me, I'm too exhausted to even think about it. I said, you don't need hours. Get spicy. So one evening, she texted Dan, dinner's off. Meet me at 6 for a surprise. She took him to a park bench with tacos, teased him with, bet I can eat mine faster. They raced, They flirted, and she told me later it was the first time in months she felt that buzz with him. That's the fix, a playful moment to balance the career chaos and pull you back into love. Here's how it ties to your 30s. Work's pulling you one way, life's pulling another, and intimacy can feel like a casualty. The spicy lady technique counters that by keeping it simple, fits into your schedule, no pressure. Maybe it's a flirty text midday. Guess what I'm thinking about? Or a spontaneous, let's skip the dishes and stargaze for 10 minutes. Could be a cheeky challenge. Catch me tonight if you can. The point is, it's light, it's you, and it takes the edge off. It builds trust because you're showing you've still got that fire even in the hustle. It deepens emotional intimacy by creating a shared, happy memory, something to hold on to when the days are long. Why does it work? Because in your 30s, you're stretched thin and big romantic gestures feel impossible. But a small spark, that's doable. Therapists say play reduces stress and reconnects you. It's science and soul together. Men love it too. It's a signal you're engaged, not just in surviving. And for you, it's a boost, a reminder you're not just a worker bee, you're a woman who can still light up a room. Here's the practical bit. Try it this week. Pick one tiny spicy move. Leave a note, start a silly game, say, let's break the rules tonight. Keep it easy, keep it yours. It's your way to fix the drift, balance the load, and bring back that closeness you crave. Until next time, trust yourself. Make time for what matters and know you've got this. See you soon.